You were making a point just off air there a minute ago, Brian, about something Jesus was saying about the difference between Arsenal and Man City. Just tell us about that. And
I saw a quote interview with him where he was saying how much he was enjoying it at Arsenal. And what I took out from it was that he felt he could play with more freedom, that it was more controlled by Pep, the movements they made, the synchronised passing that we often see with Manchester City. No individual player staying on the ball too long in the attacking positions, moving. And we've seen Grealish having trouble adapting to that as well, but now he's coming into his own. But I thought tonight, once again with Arsenal, you can see that he has the freedom to make his own decisions and go with, as I would say, go with your own hunch when you have the ball. When you think it's the time to dribble and you can beat a fella and another one comes, take him on. Just like on that third goal where it's just a little change over on the throw in and then away he goes. He beats Samstead. He waits for Mo to come and he draws everybody in and plays. Whereas with City, he probably would have had to release that ball a little bit earlier. Not being critical of how they played. But no. But I just think you can see differences, I think, in the way he's playing. That was one of the reasons why he probably decided to leave Manchester City to play for Arsenal, along with the fact that he was obviously told, you will be one of my main men and you'll be playing every match. You won't be rotated with Mahrez or Grealish or whoever for a wide position, not centre forward.
Do you think it's unfair, the characterisation of Arsenal as being sort of like Man City light, Richard, in terms of like Arteta being a disciple of Pep, and even he was talking in an interview this week about how much he learned from him about managing players and emotionally and all that sort of stuff. But, you know, are there significant differences, or is it just slight variations that Brian's talking about there?
Obviously, there's differences. Both men will have their own sort of way in the dressing room, but I do see similarities in the way that Arsenal play, the way that they set up the roles and the expectations of each individual sort of position on the pitch are very similar to Man City. They've gone and got Jesus and Zinchenko to try and bring that bit of mentality in as well. And it's not a bad club to be compared to. I don't think they've done really well.
See, Tommy, is the 5-and-5 thing with the 5 attacking players up the pitch. Lukonga tonight was the sitting player, but Vieira and Xhaka were still getting forward with the front three, very much the way City play with that 5, and the full backs joining up at time. So out of the 5 defensive players, it's the full backs get up. There's still 3, the holding player and 2 centre halves, so it can be 7 at times at time. But it's very much a 5-and-a-5 a lot of the game, which is how City play it, and which they work hard at stopping the opposition getting out, but they've always got reasonable numbers defensively when they lose the ball.
It's going to be really interesting whenever they play each other. I think I'm right in saying that's the game that was postponed because of the PSV thing, so that'll happen down the line, I suppose. And we'll see how they match up.
Yeah, well, particularly if they're still in positions 1 and 2 in the table.